Welcome back to another episode of or not Monday Munchies. This is Saturday, Saturday Surprise. Today I'm going to be reviewing some more donuts. So I got donuts from a place called Donut Kitchen. It's a it's a mobile Amish donut shop. It's a trailer that goes to different places. I think they have a home base, but this one travels around. Uh, and I'll give you a quick story about my connection with Amish donuts. So at Bonnaroo, which I talked about some time ago, at this point, there's a bunch of different food vendors there selling like some stuff is like typical fair food that you might find, and then some stuff might be a little more not peculiar, but just like uncommon to find like a food cart for uh, in many places, I should say. But they had a food vendor there, Amish, selling Amish donuts, and they were like wearing all the clothes. And I don't think it was just like a uniform. I think these are like legit Amish people. And the donuts that they made were gigantic. And it's not just like, oh, like these are like donuts that big. Like, no. And I'm holding, so like the donuts weren't like this big. The donuts are like the size of my head. And I don't actually remember how much they cost. I think they're like $3 or $5, which seems like a reasonable price for a donut the size of someone's head. However, what my friends and I quickly discovered is that they don't sell the broken donuts at full price. So if they're like frying up a donut and at some point it like gets broken or something, they sell those for $1. And so what we ended up doing at one point was just standing to the side of the booth, and anytime one of those broken donuts came up, like people would buy them immediately. So we just stood to the side and we became one of those people basically where we were just waiting for a broken donut to come up and we can get a donut that's still cooked just fine, but it's now no longer like perfect. So they don't want to charge anyone full price. So we were getting these kind of head sized donuts for $1. So that was pretty amazing. But these donuts are unfortunately not that big. Probably fortunately, because I don't need to be eating head sized donuts. I'm getting up there in age, and what I eat is becoming more and more important to my health. Uh, but I got three donuts. I got a cinnamon sugar donut, I got an apple filled donut, and I got a blueberry donut. So this is the cinnamon sugar donut. You can see the cinnamon sugar on the outside. Pretty basic. Like nothing spectacular about the presentation. Yeah, it tastes like the donut itself is actually very good, independent of like the flavoring. Uh, yeah, the taste of the donut like reminds me of the donuts that I grew up eating in my childhood. So it some nostalgia in there actually. So that's pretty good. Uh, so what we're gonna do next? Next we're gonna do the blueberry donut. So you can see there's some blueberry pieces in there. Wow. So the blueberry flavor is like actually really powerful. Let me grab this again. Uh, you can see the dough has kind of a bluish hue to it from the blueberries, and seems like the blueberries made the maybe made the donut a little like it changes the texture of a little bit, but it's not. It's still like really good. And finally, we have the apple filled donut. So gotta do a lot of juggling when you have cats in the house because they want to try your food as well. So this is the apple filled donut. It's kind of shaped like a long john, I guess. And it's got cinnamon sugar on the outside. And now my kitten is trying to climb up my leg, so move the tripod, but we're back in business. This is Leonardo. Look at that. He's following the donut, being a jackass is normal. All right. See, I'm gonna try this one too. Yeah, that one wasn't too bad either. Even though it's shaped differently, the texture of the donut is still the same, which is good that they're like consistent in that in their dough. The filling is kind of lackluster. They like taste like a pretty generic apple filling, even though the donuts themselves don't really taste that generic to me. And also the filling seems to only like comprise a very like narrow strip of the donut itself. So that's kind of leaves a little bit to be desired. But overall, they're good. Uh, their trailer is pretty far out of town, about 20 minutes from where I live, which isn't very far. Uh, but they don't have any vegan donuts. So because of that, I may not really go there again because my wife can't get donuts. And I rarely like to get things that she can't also enjoy because it feels kind of selfish. But yeah, these donuts were good. If I were passing by, I would get them again, but maybe I wouldn't go out of my way to get them for these extraneous reasons that I talked about. So that's been another Saturday surprise. Thanks for watching. Stick around for more content. I had to burp. Peace.